Welcome back to another video. So in this we will be discussing the further topics. So today we will be discussing about artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning. So what is the basic difference between these three terminologies? So as you can see the diagram over here, so the machine learning, you can see a program that sends, then reason, act and adapt. So this is the simplest definition we can provide for machine learning. Okay, so it's everywhere, like nowadays you can see in all the applications we can see that the system itself capable of taking their own decisions based on the previous events. So that's a machine learning where it can able to sense, reason and act and adapt. So coming to your machine learning is basically a subset of this artificial intelligence. So by the definition we can say it's a series of algorithms that analyze data, then learn from it or identify the pattern from the data and make informed decisions based on the learned insights from the dataset. So this is what machine learning is. So it can be able to go through the input data, the already having data sets. It will learn from the data, completely understand the data set, what is the pattern in the data set, and now it can able to take the further decisions based on the insights it's grabbed from those data. So this is called machine learning. And now what is deep learning? So again, as you can see the picture, so deep learning is again a subset of machine learning itself. It is a multi-layered neural network learned to vast amount of data. So here the kind of machine learning happening here is it using multi-layered neural network. It's actually going to mimic the human brain, where deep learning, in human brain, how the human making the learning is like using these neural networks that is happening, the transfer of information from one place to another. It's the stimulus are taken place in your brain with the help of these neurons only. So it is mimicking the exact architecture how the human learning is happening. So here we are using this multi-layered neural network for learning from a large data set. So these are the difference between this artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning. Now getting a little bit in depth, so I can say artificial intelligence is basically a mechanism to incorporate human intelligence into machine through a set of rules. Okay, we can say a set of protocols. So basically we are creating an intelligence which is not natural, it is artificial. That's why the name AI is nothing but artificial intelligence. So something is created by the human, that is called artificial. And this, so second word, intelligence, meaning the ability to understand or think accordingly, that is the intelligence. So we are giving this capacity to the machine, that is a man-made capability for the machine to understand the situation and act accordingly. So another definition could be like AI is basically the study of training your machine or the computer to mimic a human brain and its thinking capability. Yeah, we are exactly doing that. It cannot perform as good as human, but it is trying to mimic the behavior patterns of the human brain. So all AI process focus on these three major aspects or skills, that are learning, reasoning and self-correction. So that will obtain the maximum efficiency possible. So it will learn continuously, then it will try to reasoning it so that it can take better decisions. So now machine learning. So machine learning is an applications, as we told, it's an applications of subset or applications of artificial intelligence. ML focus on the development of programs so that it can access the data to use it for itself. So the entire process makes observations on the data to identify the possible patterns being formed and make better future decisions as per the example provided to them. So the major aim of this machine learning is to allow the systems to learn by themselves through experience without any kind of human interventions or assistance. So finally, the deep learning, which is basically a subset of machine learning itself, and which make use of this multiple layer neural networks, how the learning is happening in human brain. So this deep learning algorithms focus on information processing patterns, basically to identify the pattern just like the human brain and classify accordingly. And this deep learning works on large data sets. When compared to machine learning, the prediction mechanism is self-administered by machine itself. There is no intervention of human being. So this is the diagram where we are mimicking the natural intelligence of a brain into the system, or basically the computer. So in human, we can see that the first one is the structure of a neuron, where you can see the dendrites, axons. This is the basic structure of a neuron, and from the brain onto the each and every part of the cell of your human body, the information is carried over through this neural network. And similarly, the same thing will be happening in terms of machine, where the weighted connections which mimics the dendrites, and here I have multi-layer convolutional networks over here. This is how the machine learning, deep learning works. So this is all about the basic terminologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning.